What up, y'all? It is your boy Darius, and I'm back, y'all. So, oh man, I know y'all probably get tired of me talking about the Kendrick Drake beef. Man, I'm pretty much over it though. But um, let's see this video because this video said why every rapper just got more scared of Kendrick. So let's check this out. See what he's talking about. Let's get y'all.
Right now, something super strange is happening in hip hop, and it is all because of Kendrick Lamar. But when it comes to why Kendrick is causing even more chaos in the genre at the moment, it's not due to the fact that he has any new music out or that he is threatening to come at other rappers with near unmatchable lyrical fury like he did with Drake. But what's going on right now is actually quite the opposite, as just by simply seeing the dominance and tides, he was able to shift through the entire rap and music worlds just with 5 songs during his performance in one of the most important rap beefs of all time. Kendrick has had irreversible effects on the entire rap game, as he has become more feared than arguably any other MC has ever been. And with each waning moment that the one-of-a-kind lyrical annihilation he pulled off is further understood, the songs from this battle managed to pick up only more and more traction, and the rappers he has already dissed are getting more deflated. Beyond the scope of the players that were in this feud, some of the most popular and well-respected figures in the hip-hop world of the past decade or so are destroying their careers right in front of our eyes directly because of Kendrick and beyond just Drake and the mess that his career has been because of Lamar, as now other rappers' names are beginning to be brought up in conversations with Kendrick, and some are even being accused of dissing him. The artists who are being suspected as future targets of Kendrick Lamar have been spiraling out of control and making absolute fools of themselves and their careers, and out of all of the rappers who have been doing this, there are no worse cases than with Lupe Fiasco and Big Sean. And now with Big Sean, because of this situation, he has put his career in a super strange place right now, as aside from his singles that he has released this year, which everybody seemed to really like, and features he has delivered such as Eminem's Toby, where he spit a verse that was on par with the lyrical skill of the one and only Slim Shady. If it was for the quality of his music alone, you would think that Sean is getting ready to have one of the most successful eras of his career, but after what just went down with him, the entire narrative and conversation has shifted, and this is because as Sean dropped his own On The Radar freestyle and then went on to preview some new music from his album on IG Live, he had an array of bars that were clearly alluding to and reigniting his long-standing feud with Kendrick, as bars like "I got better things to do than find somebody to beef with," in the context of everything that has went down in rap recently, and then more lines about how whoever he is rapping about is a fake activist, which as we all know is a criticism that people have tried to throw at Kendrick in the past, like Drake did on Family Matters, and then with even more bars that were disrespecting a city in hip-hop that everyone thinks is on top right now, which after the Pop-Out concert, there can only really be one answer to this, which is of course the West Coast, and specifically Kendrick's home city of Compton. After everyone put these glaringly obvious pieces together from Sean's newly released music, everyone went to social media accusing Big Sean of dissing Kendrick Lamar again, despite the fact that Sean said their beef was squashed in 2020. Because all of these one-liners that he released were all implying that he was calling out Kendrick for seemingly starting such a massive rap beef with Drake, and then was trying to tell people that Lamar is not the person we think he is, and as this became a bigger and bigger topic, as people maybe thought we were finally going to see Big Sean and Kendrick have the next all-out major beef in rap, Sean came out and shut these rumors down and said that he was not dissing Kendrick whatsoever, and then in an attempt to shift the conversation,
DJ Active Demo tried to start it because I remember when that freestyle came out, DJ Academic thought Big Sean was dissing Kendrick. I just feel like DJ Academic, he just hates Kendrick though. Something must have happened though. I don't know why. What's his real issue with Kendrick though? Someone gotta let me know. What's his real issue? He just wants somebody to diss Kendrick because he thought he did the same thing with Eminem when Eminem on the Slim Shady, not the Slim Shady, the Death of the Slim Shady album, when he thought Eminem was dissing Kendrick. And you know good damn well Eminem was not dissing Kendrick because he had a lot of respect for Kendrick. So, nice try, DJ Academic. You just want somebody to diss Kendrick so bad. Since your boy Drake couldn't do it though. So, yeah.
Came out and told people that he was actually dissing Kanye. And then as a result of this, Sean ended up causing even more chaos that people did not just laugh at because he did not stand on his own bars, which were clearly designed to reference to or allude to Kendrick on some level. But then after bringing Ye into things with bars that nobody realized were even trying to target him, in a fit of anger, an alleged fan of Ye's then leaked a version of his entire upcoming album, and now with all of this, while it's awful that Big Sean has gotten a portion of his next studio album leaked, All of this did only happen because instead of standing on his own lyrics about Kendrick Lamar or just doing what most rappers do when they sneak diss, which is let the fans figure it out and then only speak on it when they release more music, Sean came out and pretty much tried to tell audiences that the lyrics that we can clearly hear and make sense of are not actually what they are supposed to be. And while this is already an awful move because it's pretty much then telling your fans that we should not look into your bars because they mean absolutely nothing, which then goes against all the conventions that the art of lyricism in hip-hop were founded on, which is also something that big personalities in hip-hop media like Joe Budden have also called out Sean for doing recently. But more consequential to your career, it dug the entire rollout for your next album into a hole, as because of trying to redirect the attention on Kendrick to Kanye, it created an even bigger storm and jeopardized the entire release of the record you have been working on for almost 4 years. And at the end of the day, while Big Sean always sneak disses and never stands on it, and has really done this with Kendrick Lamar for over a decade at this point, this level of gaslighting and just the pure lack of accountability for the words that he clearly said to create this sort of attention is just unprecedented in a genre like hip-hop, where rappers are supposed to be authentic and true to the words they write on a piece of paper over everything. And at this point, as Kendrick Lamar has shown that he is just a different beast in rap, it seems to be pretty clear that as Big Sean realized that these bars, that when we consider the context of everything and the fact that he was beginning an album rollout, seemed like they were definitely designed to create a media storm to spawn a ton of headlines and speculation about who he was dissing. But then as he realized that it could have went much further than just some banter and press, and it could have resulted in a full-on lyrical confrontation with the most feared man in hip-hop, he did not even hesitate to run further away from his own words and truth, and this is just pathetic on Big Sean's end and is really lame for a rapper to do. And now, just beyond Big Sean, the other MC who has been showing us recently that Kendrick's boogeyman status is reaching new heights that we have never seen before from really any rapper is none other than Lupe Fiasco, who despite releasing an amazing album this year in Samurai, which is a record with so much lyrical brilliance that it puts Lupe on a playing field which, in terms of their technical skill with a pen, leaves him as one of the few names on par with Kendrick. Despite this, it has not stopped Lupe from putting himself within this cycle of drama with Kendrick Lamar, and despite him always saying otherwise, he keeps leading people on to run around with the idea that he is beefing and does not like Kendrick, as most recently, after already saying that Drake is a better lyricist than Kendrick this year, which is just crazy to say. Lupe then seemed to be instigating more drama between Drake and Kendrick, as he suggested that Drake buys a third of the ownership to Jay-Z's classic 1996 debut album Reasonable Doubt that Jay's former business partner Dame Dash is selling, which isn't just feeding what seems like Drake's addiction to buy hip-hop artifacts and then flaunt them like trophies, but knowing that Kendrick Lamar loves Reasonable Doubt so much that he said that it's even better than Illmatic. Seems very clearly like some intentional instigating and following this up, as Lupe has been on Twitter Spaces way too much, and he has been talking about Kendrick Lamar, his beef with Drake, and then through his jarring comments which seemingly show that he is on Team Drake over Team Kendrick. He has been accused more than ever of being a Kendrick Lamar hater over and over again, and as more people have called him out for not liking a rapper that when you compare their artistry, seems like they would be fans of one another on paper because they can do things like few other rappers can. Lupe frantically denies these rumors that he has a problem with Kendrick, and just like Big Sean, with both of these rappers' actions, whether it's through their lyrics or through their straight out and direct comments which have very clear anti-Kendrick Lamar messaging, they seem to always be subliminally throwing shots at him. But when they get called out for it, they go back on these comments and say that we're the ones that are reading into it too much and that they actually are fans of Kendrick. And what this is all showing is this newfound fear that's coming with being against Kendrick Lamar, as these rappers clearly do not want to be pitted against him. And while this makes sense on some level why you wouldn't want to be the target of rap's next smash hit record, the fact that these rappers are always alluding to Kendrick is the real problem, as to quote what Lamar said on his track Element, these guys are throwing rocks and then hiding their hands, as whenever they are trending, it always seems to be because they're mentioning Kendrick. And as the tensions they always seem to be instigating start to get a little too serious, they have been running back on everything else they have been pointing to. And in a genre like hip-hop, where your word is everything, this is just a horrible look for both Lupe and Big Sean, as they cannot stand on what they are trying to get across. And while in the future, it seems like Kendrick will not address either of these names, as his silence seems to drive them even more crazy than a response ever could, I think at this point he should throw some sort of a lyrical jab their way, so Kendrick can end this practice of using his name to trend or make a song pop off in Big Sean's case, and then deny what you were doing before things get out of hand and you have to mess with the most feared man in hip-hop. So with all of this said, let me know what you think about how rappers are dragging their own images just by not knowing how to act when Kendrick Lamar's name is around, and do you think Kendrick should respond to what Sean and Lupe are doing? Or is it smarter to just let them hurt their own image, as Kendrick seems to utilize his best tool, which is silence? I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you want to see how Childish Gambino just dissed Drake in one of the defining moments on his final album, check out.
Yeah, man. So yeah, because I did the video, Big Sean versus Kendrick, who won this battle. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Because I did dive into their situation, how their beat started. I don't think Kendrick's gonna go at Big Sean, so I had to doubt it. Lupe Fiasco, I don't know what his real issue with Kendrick though. So I would see Kendrick and Lupe Fiasco at it though. I would like to see it just battle. Just go bar for bar. I'm gonna see who has the better bars though. 'Cause I think they're both lyrical, in my opinion though. So I would like to see that. So if Kendrick does have an album in the works though, I think he should address Lupe Fiasco though. I think he should. So that's just my opinion though. So we'll just wait and see though. So that's the video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all.